What's up, everybody? We're back on another episode of Tell Me. YouTubers, Instagrammers, what's going on? Hopefully, you guys tailed us yesterday. We had a nice win yesterday. Bounce back day. We went 7 for 9, calling all the games yesterday. The Timberwolves covered. Celtics covered comfortably. Magic, they covered. DeJounte Murray hit the game winner. They won by 2, so the Magic did cover the 3.5. I told you all we were on the Magic plus the 3.5. Atlanta cannot cover a game to save their life. The Knicks, they covered, put a beating on the Rockets. Cleveland, once Giannis was out, I don't know why this line stayed at -1. It was just bad. The Bucks were just really bad. I told you everyone yesterday, once Giannis was ruled out, I dropped a comment saying we are not taking the Bucks. Remember yesterday I was on the Bucks money line at first, but once I saw Giannis was ruled out, I dropped a comment. I let everyone know we're not taking the Bucks. So the Cavs was the play. I did put them on the ticket, and they did blow the doors off of the Milwaukee Bucks. Next game up was the Miami Heat. They are not the Miami Heat, though. They are fucking ice cold. They are some ice cubes. We're going to call them the ice cubes for right now because I don't know what that was last night. That was embarrassing. I'm embarrassed as a Heat fan. I mean, like Miami May said to me yesterday, he was like, man, someone must be getting traded because I've never seen such little effort from the Miami Heat culture. So they let us down yesterday. The Pelicans did cover against the Hornets. Yesterday, I should have stuck with my gut. I told everyone the Lakers bounce back game, revenge game for LeBron. But then I did say if Luka plays, I'll probably roll with the Mavs plus the 3.5. And Luka did play, and I did go with the Mavs plus the 3.5, and the Lakers still got it done. So it happens. Should have stuck with my gut. And the Blazers ultimately did win straight up against the Nets. Like I told you guys, we can't bet on the Nets on the road. They just can't get it done on the road. So nice day yesterday. Looking to keep the ball rolling. Today, short five-game slate. Looking to crush it today. First game up, we got the Washington Wizards playing in New York against the Knicks. Knicks on a back-to-back. The Knicks are going to win. Obviously, the money line ain't worth it unless you're going to parlay it, stack it, the ticket, then go for it. But we know double-digit spreads. I don't like laying. We saw the Knicks covered double-digit spread last night. Well, it was a 7.5 spread last night was the number, but they ended up winning by double digits. So the Knicks are obviously capable of blowing teams out. Are they capable of doing it on a back-to-back? They didn't have to travel. It is the Washington Wizards, but the Wizards on the road, they are a 50-50 team against the spread. So you can kind of pick and choose certain spots on the road for the Wizards to cover. Is this one of those games? It could be, being that it's a back-to-back for the Knicks. But ultimately, it is the Washington Wizards, second worst team in the league, maybe third worst team. I don't know, second or third worst team in the league. They're just a terrible team. So I'm gonna lay with the Knicks. I might even buy down like 2 points, maybe -9, maybe -8.5. Still get them at like good odds, maybe like -180 or something like that. Like here on Hard Rock, I can get -9.5. -9 for like -180. So, but I think the Knicks should cover comfortably tonight at home. They're the better team. They've been playing really good basketball lately, and the Wizards are just no good. So, give me the Knicks tonight. Knicks money line, Knicks minus the 11, whatever you want to do. It's the Knicks tonight. Next game up, we got the Chicago Bulls playing in Toronto against the Raptors. Toronto also on a back-to-back. Toronto getting 2.5 at home again. Toronto surprised me last night, man. Gary Trent went crazy. Scotty Barnes been playing really good basketball. He's an all-star caliber player, man. I gotta say, he's been hooping, bro. Derek Schroeder been stepping it up. I mean, they upset the Heat yesterday, and the Chicago Bulls, man, we know we can't bet on them on the road. I think they're just overrated. But DeRozan is going back to Toronto to play his old team, so it might be a big night for Toronto. Maybe if you guys are looking at a player prop, maybe DeRozan is one that you guys might want to keep an eye on. But ultimately, the way that Toronto has been playing since the trade, R.J. Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Gary Trent, they've been balling, man. I hate to say it. They've been hooping. And if you're going to give them 2.5 at home, I think this is going to be the same kind of same kind of type of thing that we saw last night against the Heat. Toronto rolling, man. They're rolling. So you can give me the Toronto Raptors plus the 2.5 tonight. You can even probably buy maybe 2 points, get them at plus 4.5. I'm not comfortable laying points on the road with the Bulls. So that's just where I am with that. Yeah, you can buy Toronto up to plus 4.5 and get them at minus 160. Still really good odds. And I think they should cover that. Player props that I do like Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett player props tonight. Both of them go over 20 points tonight. 20 plus for both of them. I do like that. And maybe DeMar DeRozan 20 plus as well. Some good props in this game. But yeah, ultimately, I'm going to go with the Toronto Raptors plus the 2.5. Next game up, probably going to be the best game of the night. We got the Oklahoma City Thunder Dogs playing in Utah against the Jazz. The Jazz were supposed to be on a back-to-back tonight, but they didn't play yesterday because of the unfortunate news that happened with the Golden State Warriors. They were supposed to play them yesterday, and the game got postponed. Tragic news for the Warriors and for the league entirely. You know, never good when somebody close to the team passes away. It's felt league-wide because all these players have good relationships with their coaches. So definitely so they are rested. They got 2 nights rest now, the Jazz, and they're playing against the Thunder, man. This is going to be a tough game, but you know, the Jazz are the hottest team in the league right now. They're on a streak, winning at home. They're the best ATS team at home in the league. They're 16-4 ATS at home, playing against the Thunder, who is the best ATS team in the league behind the Philadelphia 76ers. So, this is a tough game. You know, do you roll with the team that's been hot? Like, I'm not going to try and talk you out of going with the Jazz plus the 3.5 at home. I think, you know, you're going to give the hottest team in the league, the best team at home in the league against the spread, 3 points at home. I'm not going to talk you out of taking it. But for me, SGA, Chet, OKC, Dort, and J-Dub and OKC, those guys, that team has been the better team all season. They are the better team. They are a better team than the Jazz. They lost their last 2 on the road. So maybe this is like a double bounce back spot for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, they're favorite for a reason. They're not Thunder dogs today. They're favorite for a reason. I think Vegas is telling us exactly what's going to happen in this game. Might call me crazy. I mean, I know the Jazz they ran through Milwaukee, they ran through Denver, they ran through Miami, they've been going through the entire league at home. They have just been destroying teams. I mean, they beat Milwaukee in Milwaukee, actually, but they have been balling. But I think tonight it comes to an end. I'm rolling with the Thunder money line or the Thunder minus the 3. I think the Thunder get it done tonight. SGA and them are going to come in here hungry, double bounce back game for them. And maybe the Jazz are not coming in with that energy because of what happened yesterday tonight. I don't know. I just see it as a bad spot for the Jazz, even though, call me crazy, it's supposed to be the Jazz plus the 3. Like I said, I'm not going to talk you out of it if that's what you were already thinking of doing, because I completely understand why you would be rolling with the Jazz plus the 3. But for me tonight, I'm going with SGA and them boys, man. Bounce back game, double bounce back game. Give me the Thunder money line or minus the 3 points tonight. Thunder get it done tonight. Next game up, we got the Memphis Grizzlies playing in Minnesota. Real quick and easy. Minnesota is on a back-to-back tonight. But they are the best team in the league, second best team in the league. They're number 1 in the West, playing against Memphis, who is absolutely depleted right now. They've got an injury report longer than a Monday, and you know, Desmond Bane is still out. Derrick Rose is out. I mean, they got a ton of injuries. I'm not. I know that they've been keeping games close as of late, but I think this is a spot right here where they get blown out the gym. And I know Minnesota's on a back-to-back, but Minnesota, they do ball at the crib. They go crazy at the crib. They be balling when they're at home. So give me the Timberwolves tonight. You could lay the points. I'm going to lay it. I know I don't like laying double-digit spreads. 13.5 is steep as shit. But like I said, maybe you can tease it down to 10.5, 3 points, and still get it at like minus 180. Still good odds. But I think the Timberwolves got this tonight. Next game up, last game of the night. Going to be a great game. The Pacers playing in Sacramento against the Kings. Got a great trade went down yesterday. Toronto Raptors and the Pacers made a trade. Pascal Siakam went to the Pacers. They sent Bruce Brown to Toronto with 3 first-round picks. I think it was a great pickup for the Pacers. I even think it was a good pickup for the Raptors. Raptors are making moves. They're trying to build around Scotty Barnes. I think Bruce Brown is good. He's a tough player. He's a gritty player. He goes for the loose balls. He likes to guard the best player. He's diving on the ground. He's a tough player. I like him. But Pascal, we know he's a better player. Pascal was probably the best player on the Toronto Raptors, but it looks like they're just trying to build around Scotty right now. And so I think it's a really good pickup for the Pacers once Haliburton and them get back into motion, which, by the way, Haliburton is game time decision tonight. I don't think he's going to play, but there is a possibility that he might. He might actually play. He might actually play. He might play. I wouldn't bank on it, but he might play. Pascal Siakam, game time decision. But the Kings, they're finally back home. They were on a nice road stretch for a little while. Their last 5 were on the road. They lost their last 3. They lost in Philly. They lost in Milwaukee in overtime by 1. Damian Lillard hit the game winner. And then they lost by 1. They lost by 2 to Phoenix the other night. They blew a 18-point lead or something like that within the last 8 minutes. It was just really, really bad. So their last 2 games, the last 3 games they lost on the road. They're coming off of a significant road stretch. Now they're back home where they play their best. Triple bounce back game for the Kings tonight. I think the Kings win on the money line. I'm not going to lay the 7.5 with the Kings because the Pacers, I do think, could keep this game competitive. I actually don't mind the Pacers plus the 7.5. Maybe even buying 1 or 2 points plus 8.5 or plus 9.5. Especially if Haliburton and Pascal play tonight, there's a chance that the Pacers could actually win the game. But as of right now, their game time decision. So as of right now, I'm going to go with the Kings money line to win the game as a bounce back spot for them. Or I might just roll with the Pacers plus the 7.5 or plus the 8.5 because I think that they can even cover that without Haliburton and Siakam. I mean, we've seen that they covered against the Nuggets. They covered against good teams without Haliburton. They beat the Celtics without Haliburton. So the Pacers are a good team. I don't know when people are going to start realizing that, but the Pacers are a good team. So give me the Kings money line or the Pacers plus the 7.5, or you could buy a point or 2, Pacers plus 8.5. But that's what I have for you guys tonight. I got a good feeling about tonight. Make sure you tell me. Don't fail me. Like, comment, subscribe. Any updates I will be posting in the comments later or on X. Make sure to follow on X as well. Donate. If you want to purchase the parlay of the day, get with me. Send me a message. I'll be sending out the parlay of the day or the pick of the day. I'll be sending it out. But yeah, that's it. That's what I got for you guys. Tell me, don't fail me. Let's win some money tonight.